Welcome to Lux Life Insights, the podcast where timeless elegance meets exquisite storytelling. Whether you're a luxury entrepreneur, a content creator, or simply someone enchanted by the art of refinement, this episode is your guide to navigating luxury branding in the digital age. Today we're diving into a question that's redefining the digital face of brands across the globe. Can a brand truly be considered luxury without a sophisticated online presence? Let's find out. The evolution of luxury content in the digital era. In the past, luxury lived behind velvet ropes, guarded, gated, and exclusive. Think private showings, couture salons, and members-only experiences. But then came the digital revolution, and with it, a seismic shift in how luxury brands present themselves to the world. It is more than just plush boutiques in Paris or personalized services in Mayfair. In today's world, your digital content is your brand's first impression. Before we begin, don't forget to follow and subscribe to Lux Life Insights, and tap the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Let's begin. The digital era hasn't diluted luxury, it's elevated it. Today, luxury brands must walk a fine line, staying exclusive while being digitally accessible. They do this by embracing cutting-edge formats such as virtual showrooms that allow clients to browse bespoke pieces from the comfort of their penthouses. Augmented reality experiences that bring products to life in consumer spaces. Editorial-style campaigns that blur the line between cinema and commerce. This evolution is not just about innovation, it's about intention. Every digital move must uphold three core values of the brand: excellence, heritage, and allure. Why luxury content matters more than ever. Let's travel back few decades. Luxury brands were notoriously private, their marketing sparse, their reach intentional. Print campaigns in vogue, billboards in Monaco, fashion shows for a chosen few. Fast forward to today. We're seeing Chanel debut fragrances through cinematic reels. Louis Vuitton creates AR-powered fashion experiences. Gucci invites users into virtual worlds that feel more like art galleries than online stores. In today's digital marketplace, content is currency. But for luxury brands, it's more than that, it's identity. Your Instagram grid is your boutique. Your website is your flagship store on the Champs-Élysées. That's why luxury content can't just be pretty. It must be purposeful. The digital world no longer threatens exclusivity, it enhances it. With the rise of virtual reality, NFTs, AI-enhanced storytelling, and curated social media, premium brands are rewriting their narratives without foregoing their prestige. Luxury content is not about selling products or services. It's about curating exquisite experiences. And that's a massive evolution. Luxury has expanded beyond the glass cases of Rue du Faubourg Saint-Honoré. It's clickable, scrollable, digitally shoppable, and still elite. Let's explore the 5 reasons luxury content is absolutely essential. 1. It maintains prestige. Luxury buyers expect a brand to reflect their own values, taste, refinement, and exclusivity. Poor content quality? That's like inviting them into a luxury boutique with flickering lights. 2. It builds emotional connection. More than function or price, luxury is about feeling. The right words, visuals, and tone create a world the consumer wants to belong to. 3. It increases engagement. Luxury consumers don't just buy, they participate. They share, explore, and interact with content that speaks their language. 4. It reinforces brand story. In a world of fast trends, legacy matters. Content is where you showcase craftsmanship, heritage, and attention to detail. 5. It drives loyalty and conversion. When done right, luxury content doesn't shout, it whispers. And that whisper echoes in the minds of buyers who return again and again. Ask yourself, who is luxury content really speaking to? Well, it is speaking to both existing and aspirational buyers who aren't just buying products, they're buying identity, belonging, and elevation. They want to feel understood, recognized, and exclusive. They are high net worth individuals, yes, but also aspirational buyers, people who want to step into a world that feels just beyond reach. That's why content tone is critical. Too pushy, and you sound desperate. Too generic, and you sound cheap. Too trendy, and you dilute your brand. Luxury content respects the intelligence of the consumer. It speaks in a way that allows them to feel like an insider, not just a customer. Remember, luxury doesn't chase, it attracts. What defines luxury content today? So, what makes luxury content luxurious? Luxury content in the digital space is not about showing off. It's about suggesting. It whispers, it seduces, and speaks the language of aspiration. Think of it like this: standard content tells, luxury content invites. It tells a story through visuals, music, lighting, tone, textures, and above all, intentionality. From your Instagram grid to your email subject lines, your digital touchpoints must speak the same refined language as your packaging, your boutiques, your customer service. Every click, swipe, scroll, and tap is a brand interaction. Your font, color palette, page layout, it all matters. Dior doesn't use stock photography. Chanel doesn't post filler content. Louis Vuitton doesn't run sales. Why? Because their online presence is a strategic extension of their exclusivity. In today's landscape, your content must feel like the brand before the logo even appears. For example, when you watch a Dior campaign, you sense romance, craftsmanship, Parisian allure, all before the product enters the frame. Let's take a quick preview, shall we? 1. Sophistication and subtlety. Luxury content isn't loud, it whispers with authority. Think soft lighting, neutral tones, poetic prose, and elegant compositions. You're not selling, you're seducing. 2. Attention to detail. From the cinematography to the caption, every detail is intentional. Fonts, color palettes, line spacing, everything must feel curated, not casual. 3. Brand storytelling. Luxury content tells a story that spans decades. It highlights the founder's vision, the atelier's craftsmanship, the muse's influence. Its legacy, distilled into pixels. 4. Exclusivity. The content itself should feel like a limited edition. Not everything is for everyone. Luxury marketing dares to say, this is only for you. 5. High production value. This is non-negotiable. Every reel, every photograph, every carousel post must be produced to editorial standards. If it doesn't look like it belongs in Vogue, it needs a reshoot. Tone and language in luxury content. When it comes to tone, luxury brands are the masters of restraint. They say more with fewer words. Their language is polished, never casual. Evocative, never exaggerated. Aspirational, but grounded in reality. Instead of saying, our best-selling bag, a luxury brand might say, an iconic silhouette, reimagined for the discerning eye. It's not about describing a product. It's about crafting a moment. Think of how Rolex never talks about price. Or how Bulgari lets their audience discover, rather than explain, the value of a product. Quality and production value standards. Here's the truth. Luxury isn't about adding more. It's about elevating everything. Here are 5 traits that define luxury content. 1. Exquisite visual quality. From high-end cinematography to color grading, every frame reflects quality. Think slow pans, rich shadows, deliberate pacing. 2. Refined language. Luxury brands don't sell products, they unveil collections. They don't have discounts, they offer exclusive access. 3. Emphasis on craftsmanship and heritage. Luxury content often ties back to history, artisanship, and timeless values. It evokes tradition while innovating forward. 4. Minimalism with meaning. Luxury is never cluttered. Whether it's a website, caption, or reel, less speaks volumes. 5. Emotional resonance. Luxury connects to identity, status, desire. The best content stirs emotion, not urgency. Even your email headers should feel like the opening line of a novel. That's the standard. Remember, luxury buyers notice everything. Let me give you a practical example. Instead of saying, best-selling leather handbag available now. Try this. An iconic piece, reimagined. Handcrafted in Florence. For those who know, that's the difference between selling and attracting. Why some brands fail to sound premium. Now, let's address the missteps. Why do some brands struggle to sound luxury online? Here's what's often missing. 1. Trying to please everyone. Overposting without purpose. Luxury isn't about mass appeal. It's about selective invite. 2. Overusing trendy language. Hot, now, must have, or using generic sales language. Hurry, limited time only. These words belong in fast fashion, not luxury brands. 3. Neglecting brand story. If you're not anchoring content in heritage or craftsmanship, you risk sounding generic. 4. Inconsistent visuals. Poor quality visuals or DIY design and inconsistent tone of voice across platforms. Using fonts and colors that clash with brand identity. Luxury is about cohesion. Every touchpoint must feel curated and connected. 5. Forgetting the end user. Always ask, would a Bentley driver read this? Would a Cartier client feel inspired? Key takeaways. Let's summarize everything you need to remember about luxury content in today's digital era. Here's your quick checklist to elevate your content from basic to bespoke. Luxury content is not optional, it's essential. It must reflect the brand's soul, heritage, craftsmanship, vision. It must be intentional and immersive, from tone to typography. Exclusivity and restraint are your biggest assets. Luxury buyers don't just want to buy, they want to belong. And to make that happen, your content must make them feel something profound. So, back to our opening question. Can a brand truly be luxury without a sophisticated online presence? The answer is no, because in the digital age, perception is presence. And presence builds power. If you're a brand strategist, content creator, or luxury entrepreneur, remember this. What you post online isn't just marketing, it's your mansion. So make sure it looks, feels, and sounds like luxury. For more curated strategies, refined storytelling frameworks, and exclusive brand audits, subscribe to Lux Life Insights. Like this episode? Leave a comment with your biggest takeaway. Hit that bell icon so you never miss an episode.